Hello dear student, today I am going to start a new topic, that is integrated nutrient management. Okay, so first start, integrated nutrient management means also known as integrated plant nutrient management system, IPNMS, and integrated nutrient management, that is INM. So integrated nutrient management is the combined use of organic and inorganic and biological resources so as to sustain optimum yield, also improve or maintain the soil chemical and physical properties, and provide crop nutrition packages which are technically sound or economically attractive, practically visible, and environmentally safe. This principal aim of integrated approach is to utilize all the possible sources of plant nutrition in a judicious and efficient manners. In general, or in short, INM means it is combined use of organic, inorganic and biological resources for improved physical property as well as production. Okay, that is integrated nutrient management. So what is the basic concept? That is, INM is a promotion and maintenance of soil fertility for sustaining crop productivity through optimum use of all possible sources like organic, inorganic and biological resources, that is concept of IPNMS. Understand what is INM? Means in shortly, it is combined use of organic fertilizer, inorganic fertilizer, biofertilizer, water management practices for what? For improving soil physical property, chemical, other properties, as well as it nothing effect on soil environment. Okay, means it is combined use of all resources, that is integrated to improve your crop production without any harmful effect on soil, that is integrated nutrient management. Then see the main objectives of integrated nutrient management is to reduce the dependence on chemical fertilizer, also to maintain productivity on sustainable basis without affecting soil health, means to maintain soil productivity as well as without any soil effect. Also to conserve locally available resources and utilize them judiciously. Locally available resources means inorganic and organic fertilizer, that is compost, okay, manures and biofertilizer and other sources. Also to reduce the gap between nutrient used and nutrient harvested by the crop, means nutrient harvested means nutrient uptake by plant, that reduce the gap between nutrient used and nutrient uptake. Next main objective, that is to reduce or improve physical, chemical and biological properties of soil. To improve physical properties as well as chemical and biological properties of soil. In physical properties, all physical properties, texture, structure and others, porosity, soil surface area, colloids, that physical property, chemical pHs and other nutrient as well as biological properties improve microbial activity in soil or improve humus content in soil. Next, to make soil healthy by providing balanced nutrient through different nutrient sources. Also next objective, to overcome or reduce the ill effect on continuous use of only inorganic chemical fertilizer, means it reduce continuous use of inorganic fertilizer. Inorganic fertilizer means it is chemically synthetic inorganic fertilizer. It reduces, that is integrated nutrient management. It also used organic and inorganic fertilizer. But continuous use of chemical fertilizer affect the soil health. That's why integrated system, it reduce the chemical fertilizer use. Then next objective, to overcome and reduce ill effect also of soil and to improve economical status of farmer, and also increase the fertilizer use efficiency. So fertilizer use efficiency means that fertilizer added at the time, right place, right method for improving fertilizer use efficiency. So, suppose you have a 100 NPK dose, 150-50 NPK respectively any crops. That time fertilizer use efficiency 100 means nitrogen use only 50% at the time of basal application, and remaining 50% use other interculture operation that improve their nutrient use efficiency. Next important is component of INM. There have 6 major components: use of inorganic fertilizer, use of organic fertilizer or organic minerals, use of biological sources means biofertilizer, maintaining physical, chemical and biological properties of soil, as well as management of problematic soil, that is saline soil, alkali soil, saline alkali soil, acidic soil and other problematic soil. And last component, that is better water management practices. Okay, see one by one. Then first, use of inorganic fertilizer. So the inorganic fertilizer, they are very important for sustaining and increasing food production. Also different kinds of fertilizer are commercially available in the market for all the major and micronutrients. That's why they are costly inputs, and other excessive use may deteriorate soil quality and food quality. Hence, there is a need to improve their use efficiency through efficient and balanced fertilizer management, and essentially follow the 4R formula, that is right type of fertilizer, right dose of fertilizer, right method of fertilizer and right time of application, that improve or use inorganic fertilizer. Means when to apply fertilizer, time, method, type. Okay, that R formula is used in inorganic fertilizer. That is first component. Then second component, that is use of organic manures material. Due to intensive cultivation of soil and less organic matter application, the soil are low in organic matter status. Okay. So a decrease in soil organic matter result in compact soil, also poor aeration and low infiltration rate, as well as water holding capacity and also low fertility status. Means then see the advantage of organic manures in soil, that is organic matter status in soil can be improved and maintained by constant addition of organic manures such as FOM, compost, green manures, poultry manures, vermicompost, oil cake, that improve your water holding capacity as well as nutrient status. And organic matter is a good source of macro and micronutrients and over improve physical, chemical and biological properties of soil. That is important component of INM, that is use of organic manures or organic fertilizer. Then see next component, that is use of biofertilizer or biological resources. In biofertilizers are culture of microorganisms like bacteria, fungi and algae. Their use benefits the soil and plant growth by providing nitrogen and phosphorus. Also brings about the rapid mineralization of organic material in soils. Also, biofertilizers are capable fixing nitrogen, solubilizing and mobilizing the phosphorus and mineralizing organic matter in soil. Also, that biofertilizer incorporation improve the physical and biological properties of soil. In biological property, it increase the microbial count in soil and increase also soil aeration, soil porosity, also improve water holding capacity. Also, compost and manures is easy to decompose due to microbial activity. That is third number component of INM. Next and fourth in component, that is maintaining the physical properties of soil. That physical properties such as soil aggregation, soil texture, structure, aeration, water holding capacity, infiltration rate should be maintained regularly through better cultivation practices and organic manures application to maintain soil fertility and nutrient availability. In that picture, it is soil colloids, soil structure, different types of structure, soil texture, soil color also, and their organic matter present in soil and their soil color and their crusting and dispersal effect. That is physical properties of soil improve if using INM in soil. Next component, that is with management of problematic soil. We also all know that is what is the problematic soil. That soil create a problem for good growth of crop, that is problematic soil. There have many types of problematic soil, but in that if salinity is increased, that is saline soil, alkali soil and saline alkali soil, and if acidity it is produced in soil, that is acid soil. So in first picture see, that is saline soil and that is acidic soil. If saline soil is reclaimed by using calcium sulfate means gypsum, and that is reclamation of that is lime for acidic soil, that is produce the soil acidity. But if saline soil is produced due to high salinity in soil, it is leaching of sodium is less, and acid soil it form due to form in high rainfall area due to continuous percolation or infiltration of calcium magnesium in lower area that get color red. Okay, that is your two types of soil, mostly saline and acidic soil. That is management, that is fifth component. And that management problematic soil improve also all physical, biological and chemical property when added organic, inorganic fertilizer as well as it proper management of water as well as biofertilizer that improve the problematic soil. Next, there problematic soil such as acid and alkaline soil, also waterlogged soil known as decreased soil productivity of, also this soil it helps to improve soil fertility and productivity and sustain the yield. Then see the last component, that is better and judicious water management practices. We all know the plant absorbs the nutrient from the soil only in a dissolved state, and sufficient moisture is therefore required for utilizing the nutrient in the soil. Also, water management practices, moisture in soil is by improved by modern irrigation technique like drip, sprinkler, that is drip, that is sprinkler. Also, or basin where the rainfall low and draining the soil where it is subjected to stagnation of water helps in increase water and nutrient availability to the crops. Means if you have to manage water management practices that improve your soil physical condition as well as soil fertility and soil productivity. Also it's directly effect on your crop yield. So that is basic component and most important part in INM, that is 6 types of component. Then next see the next topic, that is INM, combined use of all resources. Then advantages. In first advantage of INM, that is improvement in the soil physical properties such as granulation, porosity, water holding capacity and drainage capacity, also soil aeration and all etc. That is soil properties. Also next advantage, it improvement in the organic matter content in the soil. Also it balance nutrition to the crop, better nutritional uptake and hence better plant growth and yield. Next advantage, it improvement the produce quality appearance, also taste and nutritional richness. Also next advantage, maintain the soil nutrient reserve. And 7, that is reduce pollution of ground and what ground means reduce pollution of groundwater and environment as well as reduce the use of chemical fertilizer, reduce soil pollution. Next advantage, that is fruitful utilization of farm waste as well as some organic resources are cheaply available, hence help to reduce the production cost. Also it improve the beneficial soil microorganism and better tolerance of biotic abiotic stresses, and last advantage, that is residual effect remains beneficial to the succeeding crop. Next crop. These are 12 advantages of integrated nutrient management. So in that important, it improve physical properties as well as in general, in shortly, INM improve your soil fertility, productivity as well as soil health. Also improve your farmer status, means reduce your cost on fertilizer of farmers. Also improve your biological property, means microbial activity increase. These are the in short advantages due to INM. Next is there in shortly advantage, that is weed control, disease control in pest in related to farm. Also soil fertility, soil biological function, erosion control and increase green yield. These are basic advantages of INM. So if any difficulty in integrated nutrient management, component advantages, their concept and definition, can ask me. Okay, thank you for the listening.